Hi Virgo. I have been looking forward to doing our reading all week and all the bumps and bruises along the way. So we're going to talk a little bit, but this is going to be super intuitive today because that's what we need to do during this Mercury retrograde. Really pay attention to your health. I know that my health is changing dramatically right now. And it's very on brand for us to be a little bit more health conscious during this Mercury retrograde. You might even find yourself getting sick if you're not paying attention to your health right now. And during a pandemic, it's like you don't want to get sick during a pandemic, even if it's not with the virus, right? If it's with something else, you still just make sure, because you could be feeling a little bit more run down than usual. And that'll make you be triggered. Like you will get triggered AF right now if you're run down. And nobody is sleeping with all of this air energy. Nobody is sleeping. So it's all about the intuition. It's all about trusting your gut. We do have new merchandise over on the fearlessintuition.net website, Love Soul. We have hoodies. We have baseball shirts, we have phone cases, super cool phone cases. And then I also have this goddess mug that I wanted to show you guys specifically. It's so cool. I love it. The mug's only $15, so fearlessintuition.net. This Love Soul hoodie and like this whole thing actually came about because of an astrology reading too that I'm doing. And it's not a synastry reading, but it's a relationship reading. So I'm going to look in your birth chart, your natal chart, to see where or how or what they might be like, your divine partner, and the things that you would need to heal in order to attract that person. Like, how do you glow up to be in that same vibration? How is that, So it's really cool. It's only a limited time reading. I'm only doing it for this Valentine's Day. I only have like 8 spots left, I think. So if you want to get that reading, that's all in the description box. You can schedule it. Yeah, definitely. So this is definitely a time to pause. This is a time to rest. This is not a time to force things to happen. This isn't a time to create stress for yourself and create chaos for yourself. There's definitely something to say about how weird everything feels. And when a Virgo feels weird and out of alignment, everything goes wrong. Oh, everything goes wrong. Shit. I feel like I'm holding up the playing cards like, all right, so we got, I'll show you the first card that came out. These are all major arcanas, by the way. The Hanged Man. And there we are, showing up in our reading, loud and proud, the Hermit. And the Tower. It all came tumbling down. And then the Sagittarius energy swoops in and saves the day, right? Y'all are like, whatever. All right, so, man, it's going to feel like that too. It's going to feel like nothing is going right and everything is going wrong, and every single thing that you try to accomplish, oh man, all major arcanas, this is a big month for you, for us. It's a huge month for us, February. It's like we're leading ourselves up to something very prominent, very, not prominent, that's not the word I want to say. It's just big. It's huge. We're leading ourselves. You can feel it. You're anticipating this energy. But it's funny because when a Virgo anticipates something coming, I always say for myself that I should probably not ask. Like, I don't like to do predictive astrology because I don't want to know. Like, why would I want to know what's coming up? I really need to, like, not worry about all the things that are coming up. I need to worry about what I'm doing today, because really that's where it's at. So reminding ourselves, right? Hanged Man, reminding ourselves that Today is what matters. Tomorrow doesn't matter yet. It doesn't matter what we're doing tomorrow. It doesn't matter what we're doing in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a year from now. You can dream really big, but holding on to all of those things like it's your life force is going to actually do the opposite, and it's going to drain you. It's not going to give you life. It's going to drain your energy because it's restrictions, it's blockages. You're limiting yourself. You see, you're limiting your energy. If you feel like this paused momentum right now is this tower moment for you, things are going to start shifting really dramatically after that tower moment. And there's almost like a catapult that's going to happen and a huge transformation coming. So you have to be patient. That's why the Sagittarius energy is here. You have to be patient. 3 of Cups and the Death card. So, and the 3 of Cups for me, now some of you are finding out about a third party situation. I'm sorry if I'm the one that's having to say that. I don't typically go straight to a third party situation with the 3 of Cups, but for some people that might resonate, specifically since it came up, and it usually doesn't come up for me. But for this, most likely is about union, because for me, the 3 of Cups is about you and I coming together and then making a third energy, which is source energy. And that's that trio, right? It's like the unity, mind, body, and spirit. You know what I mean? It's the coming together of the energies and making a new one. And that's where the transformation is. So there's definitely, some of you are dealing with the ending of a relationship for sure. Absolutely, because of something that came about or you heard about. Others of you, what you're dealing with is a reckoning within yourself. A reckoning within yourself. And recognizing that the only way to true union within yourself is going through that reckoning. You know? So let's see. We're just going to take this slow. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, what does he represent? It's about a different perspective. It's about a paused momentum and looking at things from a point of view that you didn't previously see it because you were so busy being too analytical. And so you flipped yourself upside down, all the blood rushed to your brain, and you were enlightened. There's something about your past. Sorry for the glare. It's really sunny in here today. It snowed earlier, but it's really sunny today. Something about your past is either being revealed to you on the inside, or you're just seeing it from a different perspective. Maybe you're seeing it from another person's perspective. Maybe you're just seeing it genuinely, just like accepting it, acknowledging whatever it is from the past. For some of you, you're waiting on a soulmate. You're being very patient and you're waiting on a soulmate. For some of you, you're waiting on somebody that you had a really strong connection with, but they destroyed you. It's going to be different. Oh yeah, see what I mean? You're wanting to be with that person that brings their cup to the party. You know, you want to be, because Virgos are very independent. We love to serve other people, sure. We love to be in relationships. We love to serve other people. Much to popular, like the misdirection and popular, like it's such a popular opinion that Virgos are not good in relationships. And we actually are really good, but sometimes we're so good to a fault. You know, you give and give and give and give and give, and you never give back to yourself. Well, for you, you're recognizing, so we have the 2 of Cups here on the Hermit. And if you look at this 2 of Cups, these are 2 whole individuals, and they have 2 full cups here at the same time. And they're coming to, not one person pouring into another cup to make that person's full and they have less. No, this is an equal opportunity thing that's happening. And then they're creating this like DNA, right? There's that DNA strand that's right here. And it's like, that's freedom. The wings. Wings represent freedom. So, you know, when you recognize that you're coming together or that you want to come together with somebody else who is a whole individual and their cup is full, there's going to be some change. There's going to be some things that have to dramatically shift. The Tower is about evolution. It's not scary. It's kind of like our shadow, where we really freak out about the shadow and we get really, really scared about the shadow. And then we realize that the shadow is just who we are. Ooh, Nine of Swords. There is a really big fear, and this is something that is going to limit you and stop you from getting your desires and being really happy and creating long-term happiness for yourself. There's a really big fear that you're going to meet somebody or you're going to be with somebody and everything is going to fall apart. Like, there's just like, when will the basket drop? When will the other shoe drop, right? When will the basket fall? The Nine of Swords on the Tower, it's not even about what the Tower was, because no matter what the Tower was, the Tower is evolution. It's wiping away all of those things, and it can be really, really heavy. It's not fun. Just because it's evolution doesn't make it fun. In fact, most things that help you to evolve are not fun. Right? Am I right? So that Nine of Swords, you can easily sabotage yourself by creating a scenario in your mind that you're not lovable, or nobody's ever going to take you seriously, or your self-worth is bad, or blah, like whatever it is, whatever that narrative, that old toxic belief system and narrative is, you can easily sabotage yourself by getting into that if you want to. Or you can acknowledge and accept what comes up when this Tower shows up, and usually it happens when we least expect it. Acknowledge and accept what it comes up and be like, cool, man, I'm a better person now. Because now I can see this. Now I know this. Now I understand. And I see that this is an opportunity for me to grow. Now, if you're having a really hard time letting it go, I am teaching the Mastering Detachment class on Saturday. So if you can't let go of your past, if you are creating so big of expectations for other people and for yourself, this class you're going to want to take. And that information is in the description box below. But if you don't allow yourself to take the opportunity to let go of those things that hold you hostage, those things that block you from growing, those things that keep you really, really restrictive. And most of the time it's just in your head, man. Just making up stories, creating new toxic belief systems. Here we are. We're good at that, right? So let's see what Temperance is, because obviously the Sagittarius is here to save the day, right? Not save the day. Not save the day. Oh, that's funny. The Four of Cups. Just ignore him. Just ignore the Sagittarius. It's fine. No, it's not fine, actually, but it's fine. The Four of Cups with the, the Four of Cups is that thing where you have all of this stuff sitting in front of you and that's what you're focused on, so you can't even see that the universe is offering you something amazing in the form of wings and an angel right there. Patience, acceptance, appreciation, gratitude, everything that goes into Temperance. Because what is Temperance? Temperance is about balancing out your heart and your mind. It is detachment at its finest. It's allowing yourself to learn how to not react to emotional situations that tear you up inside. So you're receiving this gift from the universe and you're so wrapped up in the belief systems that you've created in that storyboard You know what I mean. Three of Cups. Let's see. So the coming together or the breaking apart. Can be either way, either or. Now remember that a third party situation doesn't have to be another person. It could be the fact that they work too much and they don't come home, or they go out with their friends and they don't come home, or whatever it is that's distracting another person. And I do feel like this is a third party situation for some of you for sure, because there's a distraction here. There's something that is distracting either you or distracting the other person. And when your focus is not on your growth, and when your focus is not on your own evolution, and you're constantly waiting for people to show up for you, you're never gonna, it's like you're backpedaling almost, or you're on the hamster wheel. You're never getting anywhere. You're just running around in circles over and over and over again, repeating the same pattern over and over and over again. And that's what we're trying to avoid. That's what we're trying to move away from. So the Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands, stop waiting, man. Stop waiting for people to show up for you. If somebody hurt your heart, if somebody broke your heart in some way by making a really poor choice, that was a really bad decision on their part because they lost you. And that's the way that you need to see that. You need to see that as that was a really bad decision, and now I have the opportunity to clear out my space so I can attract somebody that makes really good decisions. I don't know about you, but I get super, super annoyed when people just do things that don't make sense. I'm like, why would you, I don't know, for example, why would you brush your teeth and then drink orange juice? Silly things like that. Like, why are you on purpose torturing yourself? You know what I mean? Sometimes people just forget that they brush their teeth and they drink the orange juice, but you know what I'm saying. You understand where I'm coming from. So after this really big disappointment that happened, after the painful acceptance of whatever it was that occurred, we're now here at the Death card, and we understand that whatever is ending is creating space for us to have something much better. Here's the thing, Virgo. Some people are going to be like, I don't see that as I don't see this rejection that I'm going through as a good thing. I get it. I understand. It's really painful. Your ego is hurt. Your heart is broken. I get it. Trust, I've been there like more times than I care to even think or talk about. But you have a choice. Every day you have a choice. You can either sit in your pain and misery and allow that other person or allow that situation to define and have power over your emotions, or you can process it. And you can transmute it. And you can say, I'm better than this. It's honestly their loss. I'm going to do really great things, and not in a bitter and condescending kind of way. I understand that you'll probably want to be bitter and condescending in the beginning, but if you don't allow yourself to create that sense of safety for you, look at that, bottom of the deck is the Magician. If you don't allow yourself to create that sense of safety for you, and own your truth and start building a better and stronger foundation, then you're going to be completely lost. And Virgos who are lost are not fun to be around. We tend to obsess or even become really, really addicted to something just to distract ourselves away from the chaos and everything. The Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, be honest. Like, start building a foundation on your truth. Start building a foundation that is stronger than the one that this tower was built on. The Magician and Judgment. Look at all of these major arcana that are coming out. You don't have to try and figure out who your person is. Two of Pentacles. We have the Magician, we have the Judgment card, we have the Lovers. The Lovers, yes, it can be about a relationship, but I think more than anything, this is about alignment with yourself. And coming together with that masculine and feminine energy within yourself. And recognizing that it's time for you to start manifesting your own masculine and feminine energy within. You don't have to try and figure it all out. Two of Pentacles, you don't have to try and figure it all out. You don't have to try and figure out who your partner is. You don't have to try and figure out manifesting your partner. You don't have to do any of that. You have absolute permission right now to just nurture yourself and find out what your needs are. It's time for you to enlighten yourself with your needs and to stop, because sometimes it's better to, it's not sometimes, every single time, it is better to fill your cup up before you start filling up other people's cups. And it's better to nurture your own self before you start nurturing everybody else. Okay? Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. You can do it. Don't second guess. Five of Swords. Don't second guess yourself. You can do it, and you can stand on your own and be able to do it. I have faith in you. Absolutely. I do have some reading openings that are 20% off, as well as that love soul reading. It's not 20% off, but the 30-minute tarot reading is. So if you would like to get in for a reading, oh my gosh, see Mercury retrograde. I'm surprised I got through this reading without slipping up, to be quite honest. It's a little bit insane, but this energy is just weird. But yeah, so if you are looking for a reading and you're ready to do that, you can fill out one of those 30-minute appointment slots for 20% off. I love you guys. Have a wonderful February. I think the biggest thing right now is to trust your gut. Trust your gut and your own instincts in everything. I love you guys. Bye.